It's not like that every day, but it's like that today. Oh, Cuda came right there to get him. Let's go, baby. That's a nice one. I'm gonna have to go chase him down. This school is all fired up. Seaweed is just caked all over that line. Hey, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. We're in the flagship Pathfinder. We're in the backyard catching mahi on fly. All right, guys. Welcome back to Life by the Bow. Beautiful morning down here in the Keys. Got about 5 to 10 knots of wind, and this is how it seems like it's gonna be all day today, so it should be a pretty good day. We have a pretty good problem on our hands. I know that sounds contradicting, but threw the net this morning, and I actually blacked out our leaning post live well right here, so I had to transfer some to our transom well. So we got 2 live wells full, and we gotta start dumping these baits because after a while, they'll get weak and tired. So we're just gonna get right into it, guys. We're just gonna throw out one of our 20 to 40 pound setups right here. We have a 25 pound leader on here, and we're just gonna nose hook a pilchard, send them off the back of the boat, start doing some live chumming. Sun's coming up. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Oh, what was that? Oh, big yellowtail. Let's go. Big old yellowtail right here beside the boat. I'll take that. They're busting all over the place. Oh, I'm on. Oh, this is something big. It's staying on the surface, whatever it is. What is that? We have such a light leader on this fish too, 25 pound. So we can't put too much heat on it. Now it's scoping down. The only thing that makes me nervous about where we're at is sharks. There we go, come on. Ah, yeah. Swing and a miss. Oh. Nothing like seeing them bite right up on the surface. Oh, there we go. Got one. That's gotta be a nice yellowtail. I'm not going easy on him. You know it's a big yellowtail when it's pulling drag like that. I can see him right there. Come on. I just want to try to get him in so he doesn't get sharked. I already know this is a big one. There it is right there. You know what? It might be a rainbow runner. Is that what we got, big rainbow runner? There's no way it's a yellowtail, I'll tell you that much. But how cool is that, guys? First thing in the morning, just pulled up here. Any fish that pulls drag like that, in my book, is a good fish. Out here all by ourselves, this is the best time to be here, guys. Horseye jack. Whew. Ow. He's got spines on his tail. All good things come with a sacrifice, right? So check that out right there, guys. Nice horseye jack, first thing in the morning. Check that out. He almost has like eyelids that go over his eyes though. Pretty cool fish. We're not gonna eat him though. We're gonna release him because there's some big yellowtails I see blowing up on the surface here. And I'd love to catch one of those, so. All right, we're gonna release him, send him on his way. Woo. All right, it's a good start. That's gonna be a good one. There we go. What do we got, guys? Hooked up again. We got the fish all busting around the boat here. This is feeling more like a yellowtail. I wanna say it's looking like a yellowtail. Yep, nice one. Look at the size of that one. That's a full-grown yellowtail right there, guys. Wow, that's amazing how it worked out. So cool. Ah. So check that out right there, guys. That is easily a flag yellowtail right there. That is just a stud. I don't want to sit here and talk for too long because this bite is popping off right now. If you just look at the transducer all around us, there's just fish busting all over these pilchards. And like I said, we got some to waste, so we're gonna unhook them, throw them in the box real quick, cast out another bait, see if we can get another one. We already got fish busting right next to the boat here. So like I said, guys, having these big pilchards is the key, especially with the way that we build our rods. We have a very flexible tip, so they're perfect to pitch a bait right on top of them, just like that. This one has wire on it, so, but whatever that was, didn't care. Oh no, big rainbow runner. Nice. Looks a lot like a Mahi, right? So cool, guys. We just winched them in too. So the rainbow runners, they make awesome sashimi. So we're just gonna flip them on in, just like that. And that's the perfect size one right there, guys. So like I said, he ate the wire. I just popped his artery, but a beautiful little fish down here in the, so he's bleeding out because I just popped his artery. But a beautiful little fish down here in the Keys. When they're in the water, deep in the water column, they're easy to mistake for Mahi for that big vibrant tail, and they're kind of elongated. Like I said, they make awesome sashimi, so we're gonna throw them in with the Yellowtail, but kind of a rare fish too. You don't typically catch them a lot. So when most people catch them, they don't really know what they are, but now you guys know. Rainbow runner right there. Nice one to add to the bag. Here goes another one. So I just threw out some freebies, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for these schools of fish. Wow, that was a big one right there. I'm gonna cast right into the middle of them. Get them while they're all fired up. There we go, come on, come on. I got one. There we go. Nice yellowtail. It's just so cool how they're just airing out like that, guys. Oh wait, I think a shark is on him. Nope. It's so hard to tell. Oh yeah, there's a shark on him right there. Big shark. Not today, shark. Check this out, guys. Woo! Another beast, baby. I want to say that one's almost bigger than the other one. Holy moly. So awesome, guys. Another beast. Hooked him perfectly. Not gonna lie, chumming them up definitely can be a lot of fun, you know, when you're catching those 12 to 14 inchers, but just seeing them come up and bust on the live bait and catching the big ones like this is what I like, man. Quality over quantity. It's not like that every day, but it's like that today, so I'll take it. Most people have never seen them coming up on the surface like that busting, but it's just such a cool deal when you can get them to come up to the surface like that. It is a bad day to be a pilchard. Right in the zone, right in the zone. God, dude. Wow. What was that? I think we gotta get them going again. Those are rainbow runners right there. Oh, oh my gosh. Yep, here we go. Got him. There we go. Man, there's something big that keeps, what is that? It's got a rainbow runner on here. You always know it's a rainbow runner because they school up just like Mahi. I can see his buddies right underneath him there. Tell you what, you get a live well full of pilchards like we have right now, and if you're having a slow day, these guys will make it that much better. He'll be perfect for the de-hooker. Don't have to touch the fish, knock his slime off. Make it real easy, just like that, so you can get back in the game. All right, so after a couple rainbow runners and some yellowtail, we're gonna see if we could pull one more fish off of here, and then we're gonna make a move. Best part is, we still have a whole another live well full of pilchards, so opportunities today are endless. We've been free lining and sight casting, and so far sight casting has been the best bet today. I'm gonna wait till they actually come up on the surface busting, see if I could sight cast into them. Just trying to get them all fired up. There they are, right over there. Wow, look at that. Just got picked up. There we go. That's gotta be a nice yellowtail right there. they're right up on the surface. Ah, just didn't hook them in a good spot, or something ate them. Got no hook. That's a yellowtail. Yeah, I got picked up. There we go. Hopefully this one stays on. That's a nice one. Come on. I'll tighten that drag a little bit. Feels like a shark is on him. Come on. Yeah, shark got him. Dang it. Oh, you win some and you lose some. Gotta love the sharks. Tell you what, sharks love yellowtail more than anything too. Well, that's one shark taken care of. That's it, right there, right in the zone. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's a yellowtail. We got him. Oh, oh, Cuda came right there to get him. Let's go, baby. Whoa! That's the biggest one of the day, baby! That's epic, man. That barracuda came up to come and take a big bite out of him, but luckily I was faster than the cuda. Check that out, he came up to get his tail. He still has so much life in him because I just winched him straight up into the boat like that. That is crazy, guys, wow. That was one of the coolest things I think I'd seen in a little while, especially because we were struggling so hard just to catch a yellowtail, because as soon as those sharks moved in, the sun got a little higher, it was nearly impossible, but I was just freelining that bait behind the boat there, and we got him. Cuda tried to get a chunk, thought it was gonna be an easy meal since the sharks were distracted, but luckily we were faster than he was. So cool. All right, guys. All right, so pretty awesome morning so far. Our Vaer watch is saying it's about 10:45, so we actually got a couple hours left until we hit the afternoon. But as you guys can see, we actually have the brown band on, same one as 2 weeks ago, but we changed out the watch. Got the navy face, because as you can see, we're all navied out today. But what's really cool, in case you guys are new to Life by the Bow and you haven't seen any of our Vaer sponsorships before, these watches, you can actually change out the band. So if you wanted to swap it for a band to match a particular outfit, or you just want something a little classier, or you don't like fabric, or you like rubber, there's so many different bands that you could swap out in order to customize these watches, which is really cool. But we're always mixing and matching watches, always mixing and matching bands, and the best part is you can wear them out on the boat, wear them to work. If you do manual labor, you really don't have to worry about beating them up. They're a really durable watch, they're waterproof, and you know, it's one of those watches too that isn't gonna break the bank, but it looks really, really good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep on poking offshore here, see if we can find something else. I mean, we still have plenty of time left in the day, live well full of pilchards, so we got energy to burn, baits to waste, and fuel to waste. All right, so we just stopped in about 650 feet of water right here. Really nice weed line. Some of the seaweed's scattered, but it gets a little more confined here to the east. But the biggest reason why I stopped originally is because I saw this frigate bird right here, and he's actually flying towards the north, and he's very low to the water. So what that tells me is he's potentially chasing a really big fish. The bigger fish go into the current, smaller fish travel with the current. So we're gonna try to catch up to him, see what's underneath him, and hopefully pitch a bait to a big mahi. I'm praying that's what's underneath him. We got a dolphin, guys. Woohoo! That was so cool, right underneath the frigate bird there, guys. Got them all fired up. I'm gonna leave this one in the water, throw out some live bait, see if we can maybe get a couple of his buddies. I saw some buddies with him. Yep, there he is right there. All right, I already got one hooked up, ready to go in the live well. He is hauling butt behind the boat, right next to his buddy. Come back to the white and gray boat. This is where all the food's at. They're like, I don't know, something's wrong with our buddy right there. We're gonna leave that one in the rod holder just in case. Woo! Nice flipper dolphin right there, baby. Dolphin meet yellowtail, yellowtail meet dolphin. You guys will get along just great. That was pretty cool, but I'm gonna hop back up in the tower, see if we can find some more fish. Like I said, there's this entire weed line right here, and it stretches just for miles. So we're gonna run along here, see if we can find anything else. If not, we're gonna head back toward shore. Come on, come on, come on, come on. He's coming after it. Right here. Nice school. Oh, got one. Right here on this weed line we were talking about. This school seems a little more fired up, so I'm gonna toss out some freebies right here. Gotta love it when you just roll up on them when they're all lit up like that. This school's a lot more fired up. Got him. There we go. This school is all fired up. That's awesome, guys. That is sweet. So, oh, he almost jumped in the boat. Pulled the hook on that one. That's crazy. I'll let him go for that right there. There's a really big one right behind him there. Nice size one. Wow, look at the size difference right there. Tip wrap, uh-oh, uh-oh. There he is. Got him, got him. Got him, woohoo! Oh, pulled the hook. Oh, now we're moving into the seaweed. This is messing everything up. I'm right here. Here I am, da-na, da-na. Rock it like a, oh, I wouldn't want it either if it had seaweed on it, buddy. Oh, got the little one, of course. Look at the big one right next to him. Have no problem hooking the little ones. You always want what you can't have, right? Where'd that big one go? Where did he go? See if we can get them all fired up again. Right here in this clean water. There's a small one. There's the big one right there. Right behind you, buddy. Got him, got him. Got the big one. Woohoo! I'm using a 25-pound leader too. This is our yellowtail setup from earlier, so we gotta go easy on him. I'm definitely gonna have to chase this fish down though. Woo, there he goes, he woke up. Nice little bowl right there. There's a frigate bird working. I mean, that's it right there, guys. If that doesn't tell you that there's potentially fish around, I don't know what will. I think after this bowl though, I would say we have plenty of meat when it comes to mahi. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to go so easy on this fish. 25-pound leader he's hooked on. Oh, but that is so beautiful, just seeing his pec fins all flared out like that. I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I don't want to kill this fish right here, and he looks undersized anyway. So we're just gonna release him real quick. All right, he looks good back there. Let's get back in the game on that bull. This is a nice fish, guys. Woo! Problem is once you start getting that seaweed wrapped up, it creates tension on the line in places you don't want it to be. Definitely makes your heart start to pound a little bit. Really don't want to lose this fish, especially since we gave up on all the others just to get this one. Makes it more fun that way though, right? Oh wow, here's the school again. There's other big fish in that school. I think we definitely have the biggest one though. You know, it'd be so fun. It'd be a blast if we could get one on the fly rod. I'm gonna have to go chase him down. Now this fish is actually pulling more drag than he was before, because now he has all that seaweed on the line. So obviously the fish becomes a lot heavier. Hey, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. This is not a bad fish at all. Seaweed is just caked all over that line. You want the seaweed to find the fish, but definitely became a problem for us right here. Try to keep them around. Hopefully they'll stay around the boat because they'll associate the boat with food. It's crazy, my line is straight down, but the fish is out that way. All because of that seaweed. Now he's up on the surface. The Mahi think that the boat is just a piece of debris, so they're sticking around. They're right here next to the boat. Here we go. Starting to make a little bit of headway on them. Come on, baby, come on. Nice bull dolphin. It's like trying to work a snook out of the mangroves. There we go, he's getting tired. Whoa. Look at that right there, guys. He's so tired, he's not even moving. That was definitely a tough fight, I'm not gonna lie. I was so nervous we were gonna lose him. Woo! Got him on the Yellowtail setup, which was so cool. That was just a rod I just grabbed initially, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even realize that one had a 25-pound leader. But nice schoolie sized bull dolphin. In the first school that we got into, they were a little smaller, but he was just fired up right underneath the boat. And as soon as we pitched a live bait in front of him, it was game over. Crazy, guys. I think it's just wild how many different fish we've already caught today. So this is where we're really gonna make things interesting right here, guys. We actually brought the fly rod today. And since they're just hanging out right next to the boat, I'm gonna see if we can hook one real quick. So for those of you that don't know about fly fishing, a lot of people always misconceptualize fly fishing with the back and forth motion, trying to make the lure look like a fly. But this is actually just like a little bait fish pattern. But the back and forth motion that you see with fly fishing is actually casting. So the fishing line, otherwise known as the fly line, is actually weighted. So we're basically whipping this back and forth to make our cast because there's no weight in the actual lure itself. And now what we're doing is we're doing what's called stripping. And that's what gives it the action, and we got a Mahi on fly, baby! Mission accomplished. Oh, there he is. There he is. That's awesome, guys. Woohoo! It's been years since I've caught Mahi on fly. I would say the last time I caught one on fly, we didn't even film Life by the Vow. Life by the Vow wasn't even a thing yet. But we've been catching a lot of Mahi lately. I'm like, what can I do to just make things a little different? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring the fly rod. So for those of you that don't know, fly fishing was one of my pastimes. I always remember growing up as a kid, I used to see all the fish that people would catch on fly, and I'm like, man, I wanna do that. I remember I had this little skiff, it was called an ugly boat. And then I always thought to myself, man, only if I had a Maverick. And then when I got a Maverick, I was like, man, only if I had a Pathfinder. And here we are. I have my own fishing show. We're in the flagship Pathfinder. We're in the backyard catching Mahi on fly. So cool, guys. Woohoo! Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Mahi on fly. He is definitely a keeper, but we're gonna throw him back just because we have so much meat when it comes to Mahi already after that bull. But so cool. Had the plan, put it together. And you know, there's so many times I've wanted to bring the fly rod, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm not gonna mess with it. And I'm glad we brought it today because this is awesome. And it's such a cool way to catch a fish. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Got him. Ah! There we go. Let's go, baby. This is so much fun. So that's our second Mahi so far we got on fly, guys. I got him on what's called a back cast. So when you can't cast in front of you, you cast behind you, because obviously the fish were in the opposite direction. We're gaining on them. We're gaining on them. We got them. Woo! These fish are just making it easy for us, guys. Really what it's about is just getting here on these fall days. I don't know what it is, but the Gulf Stream is moving really, really slow right now. It's saying 1.3 miles per hour. And like I've been saying, the boat is just basically a piece of debris. And these fish are just hanging out right underneath it. They see it as protection. Little do they know, there's some guy up on top that barely knows how to throw a fly rod. I'm doing pretty good though. These are all nice schoolie sized fish too. Beautiful. No live bait needed. Oh, 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 oh. There it is. Woo! All right, let's head in. So it's safe to say that that was pretty enjoyable, but I don't really know what to choose from when I would have to say that there was a favorite type of fishing or favorite thing that we did today, because everything was just so cool and action-packed. I mean, between the Yellowtails, getting them away from the sharks and the kudas, you know, the Mahi fishing, especially getting them on the fly rod. I thought that that was so cool, you know, something I just haven't really done in a long time. And it's just amazing when you can get out there on a beautiful day like today, live well full of pilchards, how the day can just unfold. But and I think it's safe to say that the entire family is eating good. That's the best part, guys, about living down here and being able to pick and choose your days. And that right there is the cherry on top.